Okay, this is a Sony TV. This is an old flat screen TV that was my grandmother's. I'll show you the, hopefully this will be able to focus in on it. That type of TV, it's a 27-inch TV. Okay, now, disclaimer. Doing this stuff is dangerous, and I'm telling you right now, if you don't know what you're doing, do not do it. Okay? If the tubes on these things implode or they zap you, you can be killed by doing it. So you're at your own discretion. I'm not going to be held liable for what you do. So that's my first disclaimer. Okay, so, but the way I know a lot of people have TVs, old tube TVs, and they can't get rid of them because the trash man won't take them. So basically what you do is you destroy the vacuum tube and you break it up and you put it into boxes and then you can put it out for the trash and they'll take it. You can discard the circuit board and recycle the plastic as well. That way, they'll take it that way. So this is what I'll do. As you can see, I already took the screws out. There were a few screws. Okay. The other thing, here are all the screws. The other thing you want to have is you want to have goggles to protect your eyes, and you want to have some sort of gloves so that you don't get cut by the glass when dismantling it. Okay. The screwdrivers are to short the tube so that you won't get electrocuted, but that's why you need the gloves, so you don't get zapped. So here it goes. All right. Put this on the side here so you can see. My goggles on, my gloves. Okay. This is the piece that you have to deal with. And the way to deal with that, this is the ground strap, okay? Ground strap is there. And what you want to do is you want to take this, push it underneath this until you hit the clip. Okay, you want to hit the clip, and what you want to do is get to the ground strap. Okay, let me see if that's in frame. Yeah, try to keep that in frame. And what you want to do is you want to touch them together. Okay, this TV's been off for a while, so make sure that it gets to that. Okay, so that's basically discharged. Now, as you can see on here, this little rusted spot right here, this is where I did another one and it discharged it to it. So now it took the layer off. So now this is discharged. Now you can take this plug off. Okay, now you can take that plug off. You can take this board off. You don't need it anymore. And over here, some of these wires, you could disconnect them, pull them out. Okay. There you go. It's disconnected from that. So now I'll be able to take the circuit board out. Disconnect my speaker wires. Over here. The other thing you want to do is, let me see if this is still in. These are the cables to this coil. You want to disconnect it from up there, right here. You can disconnect that. Now that coil is disconnected. Ground wire. Circuit board disconnected from everything. So now you see pulling off the circuit board. Everything's disconnected. Everything's got plugs in. I'll take the speakers out, and then this spot right up here. See this spot? I'm gonna snap that off. I'm gonna try to take this off the top, but I'm gonna snap it right from there, and that'll put air back into that vacuum tube so that it doesn't implode. And that's the point where you want to do it. Okay, so let me pause this. Okay, this little green cap. Alright, I finally went around it really gingerly and fried it up some, but you can see that there's a little bit of epoxy or glue that holds this green cap. I want this green cap off because what I'm going to focus on is this little nipple on top. Okay, let me get my other setup of this around. Alright, close this. Okay, what I have here is a very long rod. This is a metal rod and a hammer. And I'm going to put it up on that nipple, and I'm going to tap that nipple off. And then all the air should go into, it'll start streaming into it, and so then the tube won't implode. And hopefully that goes all to plan and nothing bad happens. So here we go. Okay, now bottom of the tube, stand all the way back here. There you go. And you should be able to hear all the air going into that tube. And it is done. So that's the end of that tube. So now I can take the rest of it off and should be good. So all I need to do now is just to take it apart easily. This TV had a schematic on the inside, but no longer need it. So I will take the speakers out and save the speakers and the wire and all. I save whatever I can save off of it that I want. So I will save this wire here and all the wire that's around it and any other electronics. So what the next stage is to get the coil off, to unbolt it from the housing. There's 4 bolts holding that on, and to get all the wire and stuff off of it. So that's my next step. So let me pause this. Okay, I'm back. Now, to take the tube out, basically you want to unscrew these bolts that are in here. You can see there's a bolt there. There's a bolt over there. There's another one over there, and there's one over there. I want to take those out. Okay, and then I'll be able to get the tube out. So you can use one of these, or if you have it, use one of them. I'd prefer one of these. It's a lot easier. Now you can see the damage that was done by popping the nipple off. So that's why you can go and basically be able to handle this. The rest of the tube, okay, is really thick glass, so it's not going to break that easy. If anything breaks this top portion here, that will snap easy. Okay, but the rest of this stuff on the bottom is heavy glass, and you'll see that in a little bit. So I'm going to try and pop this out. This is a humongously heavy weight. Try and get it out. Cut this. So get that out. See if I can snap that. Tie wraps in this thing are really brittle. Well, a lot of the plastic's really brittle. All right. Anything is glued on this thing. It really doesn't want to come out so much. out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. Now we can roll this back. And here, it's pretty simple. You got a bunch of clip things down here. Take those off. Take the grounding wire. Pop that off. Do the same on the other side. Grounding wire is now out of the way. Pop the cable off. Put this over here. That'll come off. Grounding wire is off. And you can see all that wire. I'll unwind that wire and roll it onto a spool and save it. So the next thing is to take the top portion off if I can, and I might save that for another day because it is supposed to rain today. So let me see if I can get that loose. Hold on a minute. Okay, we'll see if we can get this thing off. Just unscrew this, and this will come off. You slide it up. These, you don't have to really worry about them. These little plastic things will peel right off. They're just kind of glued. And that just spun. So you just spin it back and forth clockwise and it should break free, and now it comes off. Ain't that great? Look at all that wire. All that good wire. I'm going to get off of this. I'll just take the glue and heat the glue up and peel it off. But I'll get all this good wire off of here. So now, all I have to do is break up the tube. Which won't be that hard. But that will be for another day. Because like I said, it's going to rain. So, anyway, maybe I'll get a part 2 out of this, show you how to break the tube up. But there you go, that's how you strip it down and get it down and make it so that it's safe to get rid of. Okay? So, there you go. Thank you for watching. Bye.